Welcome, traveler. You've found your way here at exactly the right time. There's nothing more you need to do today. Nothing to check. Nothing to remember. Nothing to solve. All of that is finished now. So let yourself settle into your bed. Feel the mattress underneath you, holding your whole body, completely. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The bed is doing that for you now, so you can just let go. Let your legs grow heavy and warm. Let your arms rest wherever they are. They don't need to move again tonight. Let your shoulders sink down, away from your ears. Feel how much weight you are carrying there. And now, you're setting it down. Good. Now take a slow breath in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let it out through your mouth, very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, breathe in, slowly, and out, even slower. One more time, in and out. Perfect. Your eyes are closed now, or they're growing heavier, and that's exactly right. Because tonight, you are going somewhere very, very ancient, to the land between two great rivers, where the very first cities were built, where the very first writing was invented on soft clay tablets, where humans learned to farm the earth, where the very idea of civilization was born. Ancient Sumer, 6,000 years ago, older than the pyramids, older than most of the stories your world remembers. A gentle, warm land where evenings smelled of date palms and river water. You don't need to follow the story tonight. You don't need to remember any of it. If your mind drifts away, that's perfect. If you fall asleep in the middle, even better. The words will keep going without you, just here to keep you company while you sink deeper and deeper towards sleep. So let's begin. Picture the ancient land of Sumer, 6,000 years ago. The last hour before evening. The great valley of Mesopotamia stretches gently in every direction between two mighty ancient rivers, the Tigris to the east, the Euphrates to the west. Green fields of barley swaying softly in the warm evening breeze, ancient date palms scattered across the fertile plain, small clay-walled canals winding peacefully through the fields, carrying river water to gardens, to fruit trees, to fields of wheat and lentils. The whole vast valley living peacefully off these two ancient rivers, the sky above turning slowly from warm blue to deep amber, then rose, then peaceful coral orange. Everything settling into the peaceful ancient evening. On the horizon rises the ancient city of Ur, small by modern standards, enormous for its time. 10,000 people, living in mud brick homes gathered around a great step temple, its walls warm cream in the sunset light, its narrow streets winding gently between the homes, small wisps of smoke rising from countless clay ovens, the evening meal being prepared in countless small courtyards. And there, in the very center of the city, rises the great ziggurat, the stepped temple of the moon god Nana, ancient, massive, sacred, its terraced walls climbing up toward the sky in 3 great levels, warm torches beginning to burn along its walls, ancient reeds scattered on its stairways. At the very top, a small temple where priests watch the stars each night. On a narrow, dusty path leading from the ziggurat back into the city, an old scribe is walking slowly home. His name is Enlil-bani. Not a young man anymore. His long grey beard is streaked with silver. His weathered hands are stained with wet clay from a long day of writing. He wears simple linen robes belted at the waist, a wool shawl draped over his shoulders for the cool evening. On his feet, weathered leather sandals worn soft by many years of walking these ancient streets. Around his neck, a small cylinder seal of carved lapis lazuli, the mark he pressed into every clay tablet he had ever finished, the mark that said this tablet was his, made by his careful old hands, written by his careful patient mind. In his leather bag, a small handful of prepared clay tablets, a reed stylus with its wedge-shaped tip, a small brush, a cloth for smoothing wet clay. Everything a scribe needed, everything he had used every day for 40 years. He walks slowly. There is no hurry in ancient Sumer. There is no hurry at all. His people invented the wheel just a few generations ago. They still marvel at how it rolls. They still walk beside it slowly, watching, wondering. The world was still very new, still very slow, still very peaceful. Enlil-bani breathes in the warm evening air. It smells of river water and warm bread, of sweet, ripe dates hanging from the palm trees, of the smoke from countless cooking fires, of dust and reeds and ancient patient earth. He breathes it out slowly, and with each step, he feels the long day at the ziggurat becoming smaller, feels the many careful hours of writing gently releasing, feels the sacred texts he copied today fading peacefully into the distance. You can feel that too, can't you? That soft way a long day begins to soften when you finally know that you are almost home. Your body knows it. Your shoulders already know it. They are dropping now. The way his shoulders are dropping now. The way the sun is dropping now. Everything is coming slowly down to rest. The path from the ziggurat winds gently down between small mud brick homes, each home simple and beautiful. Flat roofs, small windows, warm amber light beginning to glow from many doorways. Countless small quiet evening rituals happening in countless small ancient courtyards. A grandmother tending clay ovens, children carrying water in small clay jars. A young man playing an ancient lyre softly for his family. A dog dozing peacefully on a warm doorstep. Ancient life. Ancient peace. Ancient quiet evening rhythms that have been repeated for thousands of years already. Enlil-bani nods gently at his neighbors as he passes. A quiet greeting. An old woman weaving reeds outside her doorway. A young father teaching his son to shape wet clay into small figures. A merchant closing his small shop for the evening. Small, quiet, ancient people living small, quiet, ancient lives. Everyone unhurried. Everyone at peace. He walks past a small canal running quietly through the neighborhood. Its water dark and slow in the deepening evening. A small reed boat tied at a wooden post. Small clay water jars stacked neatly on the bank. Reflections of the warm evening sky rippling gently on the surface. You can hear that sound now. In your mind. Soft ancient river water moving slowly. Endless. Peaceful. The way water has always moved. The way it moves still. In your world tonight. In every quiet river everywhere. Enlil-bani walks on. The path leads him past a small marketplace, nearly empty now at day's end. A few late traders packing their wares, small piles of dried figs, baskets of lentils, stacks of freshly baked flatbread wrapped in linen, a merchant with a small clay pot of golden honey, another with cool river fish caught that morning, an old woman selling small clay figurines shaped like fertility goddesses, small blessing charms for young families. The marketplace is winding down slowly, everyone packing peacefully. everyone knowing they will be back at first light tomorrow, just as everything has always been, just as everything will always be. Enlil-bani walks on. The path leads him past a small courtyard temple, not the great ziggurat, just a small neighborhood shrine to the goddess Inanna, its walls painted with faded ancient colors, small clay figurines resting in the little alcove, a single oil lamp burning peacefully, a soft offering of dried flowers and grain. An old woman kneels quietly before the shrine, her lips moving in silent evening prayer. Enlil-bani slows his footsteps to not disturb her. He passes quietly. He walks on. The evening deepens around him. The sky above the city turns slowly from warm gold to rose to deep, peaceful violet. Small oil lamps beginning to glow in more and more windows. The whole ancient city warming softly for the coming night. And now, ahead of him, Enlil-bani sees his own home. At the end of the narrow lane, a small mud brick house with a flat roof. A wooden door slightly ajar. Warm amber light already glowing from within. Small windows filled with the golden warmth of an oil lamp. In the small courtyard beside the house, a fig tree growing quietly. And through the courtyard entrance, the soft sound of gentle laughter. His grandchildren playing quietly. His wife singing an ancient song to them softly while she prepares the evening meal. The song ancient, older than the city itself, passed down mother to daughter for 100 generations already. Warm, slow, perfectly peaceful. You can hear it now, in your mind, an ancient woman singing softly. Warm, familiar, full of gentle love. The kind of song that quiets the mind without asking anything from you. The small boy leans against his other side, his eyes heavy, his breathing slow. Ninkala smiles gently. She rises quietly. She lifts the small girl carefully from Enlil-bani's lap. She takes the small boy by the hand. She leads them softly through the small courtyard, into the warm room where their small clay beds are prepared, where soft wool mats and warm wool blankets wait. She lays them down gently. She covers them with the warm wool blankets. She kisses their sleeping foreheads softly, and she leaves a small oil lamp burning quietly nearby, so that if they wake in the night, they will see warm light, so that they will always know that they are safe. Then she returns to the courtyard. Enlil-bani has risen from the bench. He is standing quietly beneath the fig tree, looking up at the stars appearing one by one in the deep evening sky. His wife walks softly beside him. She takes his hand gently. They stand together quietly for a long moment, looking up at the ancient sky, the same stars that have watched over ancient Sumer since the very beginning, the same stars his grandfather watched, the same stars his great-grandmother watched, the same stars watching over you now, wherever you are in the world, silent, patient, endlessly kind. After a long, peaceful moment, Enlil-bani lets out a slow, deep sigh. Ninkala smiles softly. She leads him quietly back inside the small home. She helps him remove his linen robe. She helps him into his simple sleeping tunic. He walks slowly to their sleeping mat against the far wall. Soft, warm, familiar, made by her own hands from clean, fresh wool. Covered with a soft wool blanket for the cool desert night, he lies down slowly, just as your body is lying down now, warm, held, perfectly at rest. Ninkala lies down beside him. She turns down the small oil lamp until it burns only very softly. The room is nearly dark now, only a small, warm glow at the edge of the wall. only the faint sound of ancient settling into sleep around them. Enlil-bani closes his eyes. His breathing slows. His body relaxes completely. The way you're breathing is slowing now. The way your body is relaxing now. He can hear the faint sound of the wind moving softly through the fig tree in the courtyard. He can hear the distant call of an owl somewhere over the river. He can hear his wife breathing peacefully beside him, and the deep, ancient silence of the sleeping city holding them all gently. Each breath out is like setting something down. The long day at the ziggurat, set down. The clay tablets he wrote today, set down. The many years of copying ancient text, set down. The many small precious moments he has shared with his family, set down for tomorrow. Whatever you have been carrying today, you can set it down here too, right on this warm, soft wool, right in this small, ancient mud brick home, right beside the sleeping old scribe. He will not mind. The room is large enough for both of you. Everything you have carried can rest tonight. The mud brick walls will keep it safe. The fig tree will keep everything gentle. The ancient city will keep the great watch. And no one is asking anything of you. No one at all. Rest now. Rest now. Rest now. Enlil-bani is beginning to drift between waking and sleeping. In that soft place where you might be drifting now, he dreams. Or perhaps he does not dream. He is walking again, but there is no path, no sandals, no linen robe, just himself, walking barefoot through warm ancient river water, through the great Euphrates. Its waters cool and gentle around his ankles, the moon shining brilliantly overhead, reflecting on the peaceful water. Ancient Sumerian ancestors walking beside him quietly. His grandmother. His grandfather. The first scribe who taught him to write when he was a boy. The first priest who taught him the ancient text. All walking together in peaceful silence through the ancient river. Just walking. Just being. Just existing peacefully together. Under the ancient patient moon. He feels extraordinarily light, as if everything heavy has been left far behind. In another lifetime, perhaps. You can walk with him in this dream, or you can stay right where you are, in your warm bed, in your quiet room, held by the same ancient patient darkness that has held sleeping people on this earth since the very beginning, since ancient Sumer, since before ancient Sumer, since the very first sleepers on the ancient earth, all held by the same warm kindness, all watched by the same peaceful stars, all held by the same deep ancient love. The oil lamp in the small home has burned down to a tiny flame now, just a soft, warm point of light. At the edge of the room, everything else is peaceful darkness. Ninkala sleeps peacefully beside Enlil-bani, her breathing slow and steady. The grandchildren sleep peacefully in the next room, their small breaths soft and even. The whole small home is at rest. The whole small neighborhood is at rest. The whole ancient city of is at rest. The whole ancient valley of Mesopotamia sleeps quietly between its two great rivers. The whole ancient earth breathes peacefully, and you are at rest too, in your bed, in your quiet room, held by the same peaceful ancient night that holds ancient held by the same tender darkness that has always held sleepers, since the very beginning. Somewhere out there in the ancient city, an old scribe sleeps peacefully, his careful old hands finally at rest, his weathered face soft and peaceful in the warm, dim lamplight, his wife's hand resting gently on his. Somewhere out there in the ancient river, a small reed boat drifts slowly on the current. Somewhere out there on the great ziggurat, a lone priest is watching the peaceful ancient stars, making careful notes about their positions on a small, fresh clay tablet. The wisdom his people have been gathering for thousands of years, continuing quietly, peacefully, endlessly. And somewhere out there, you are safe, held by the same peaceful ancient night. Somewhere near the river, a small heron stands quietly in the reeds, its silhouette soft against the ancient moonlit water. Somewhere in the fields, a small owl calls very softly, very far away. Somewhere the wind moves gently through countless date palm groves, making the softest ancient whispering sound. You can hear that sound now, in your mind. Ancient wind through date palms. Endless. Peaceful. The kind of sound that quiets the mind without asking anything from you. The kind of sound that has been heard on this ancient earth for tens of thousands of years already, and will be heard for many, many thousands more. Enlil-bani sleeps deeply now, his face soft and peaceful in the last dim lamplight, his breathing very slow, very peaceful, almost as slow as yours, almost as easy as yours. The oil lamp finally goes out completely. Only ancient darkness remains. But the darkness is not empty. It is full of ancient peace, full of the warm love of his sleeping family, full of the gentle sound of the sleeping city, full of the endless ancient patience of the earth herself, full of the same tender darkness that holds you now, wherever you are, however tired you may be. You are held. You are safe. You are warm. You are exactly where you need to be. Whatever burdens you have carried today, you can set them down here now, on this warm, soft bed, under this same ancient, patient sky that watches over sleeping Sumer. The walls will keep them safe. The night will keep watching quietly. And no one is asking anything of you. No one at all. Rest now. Rest now. Rest now. Breathe in slowly and out. Breathe in slowly and out. You have nowhere to go. You have nothing to do. You have no one to be for anyone tonight. Only this. The warmth of your blanket, the slow rhythm of your breath, the quiet, ancient darkness. Let go now. Let the last thoughts drift away, like ancient reed boats drifting slowly on the peaceful Euphrates. Endless. Peaceful. Not needing to arrive anywhere. Just drifting. Just being what they are. And then quietly gone. The stars will still be shining in the morning. The rivers will still be flowing. The ziggurat will still be standing. The mud brick homes will still be waiting. The fig tree will still be quiet. And the path will still be there, if anyone needs to walk it. But no one needs to walk it tonight. Not Enlil-bani. Not you. Not anyone at all. The lamp has gone out. The stars are watching. The ancient earth is at peace. And so are you. Somewhere in ancient an old scribe dreams peacefully of his younger years, of the day he first learned to shape wet clay letters with his reed stylus, of the ancient teacher who patiently guided his young hands, of the first tablet he ever finished, of the pride he felt pressing his small cylinder seal into the wet clay for the very first time. All these memories moving gently through his sleeping mind, peaceful, warm, held, just as your own memories might drift gently through your sleeping mind tonight. Peaceful, soft, not demanding anything, just present, just being what they are, just holding you gently as you sink deeper into sleep. Somewhere far above the ancient valley, the peaceful moon is beginning her slow descent toward the western horizon. Ancient, patient, endlessly kind. The same moon Enlil-bani has watched all his life. The same moon his grandfather watched. The same moon his people worshipped as the great god Nana. The same moon that watches over you in your quiet room tonight, wherever you are in the world. Silver, ancient, peaceful, endless. She has been watching over sleeping people on this ancient earth for millions of years already. She will watch over sleepers for millions of years more. She is watching over you now, softly, silently, without asking anything at all. Just watching, just holding, just being kind in the endless peaceful way of ancient moons. Somewhere in ancient Ur, a small river breeze moves gently through countless dark date palm groves, making the softest whispering sound. Somewhere a distant owl calls very softly. Somewhere a small heron shifts slightly in the ancient river reeds. Somewhere the fresh, cool, ancient water of the Euphrates flows peacefully toward the ancient sea. Everything moving very slowly. Everything utterly at peace. The ancient world at rest. The modern world at rest. Your world at rest. All held by the same ancient tender darkness. All watched by the same peaceful ancient stars. All warmed by the same eternal kindness. Breathe in slowly and out. Breathe in slowly and out. Let the last thoughts drift softly away, like small handfuls of dust settling gently on ancient clay tablets, like small ripples spreading slowly across the surface of the ancient river, like ancient smoke rising gently into the peaceful ancient sky. Endless, peaceful, just being what they are, just going where they go, not needing anything from you, not asking anything from you, just quietly there, just quietly here, just quietly holding you. Deeper and deeper into peaceful sleep, deeper and deeper into the warm ancient darkness, deeper and deeper into rest. The night is very long, and you have all of it in front of you to sink into, as slowly as you want, as deeply as you want. The ancient earth will still be here in the morning. The ancient sun will still rise. The ancient rivers will still flow. The ancient people will still wake and begin their peaceful ancient days. But not tonight. Tonight there is only sleep, only rest, only deep, peaceful ancient sleep, warm as clay in the sun, deep as the ancient river, endless as the ancient sky. Enlil-bani sleeps very deeply now, his breathing very slow, very peaceful, almost invisible. The whole small home is at complete rest. The whole small city is at complete rest. The whole ancient valley sleeps. The whole ancient earth sleeps. And you sleep too. Or you soon will. Or perhaps you are already halfway there. Held gently. Warmed peacefully. Watched over kindly. Just as ancient sleepers have always been held. Just as sleepers everywhere are always held. Just as you are held tonight. Wherever you are. Whatever tired body you rest in. Whatever weary heart you carry. Whatever burdens you have released. You are safe. You are warm. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. Sleep well, sleepy soul. Sleep peacefully. Sleep deeply. The ancient stars are watching over you. The ancient moon is watching over you. The ancient earth is holding you. The ancient sky is watching quietly above. Everything is exactly as it should be. Rest now. Rest now. Rest now. Somewhere in ancient Ur, an old scribe still sleeps peacefully beside his wife. Somewhere in the next room, small grandchildren still sleep softly. Somewhere the fig tree still whispers gently. Somewhere the ancient river still flows peacefully. Somewhere the ancient stars still watch. somewhere the ancient moon still keeps her ancient patient watch. And somewhere in your quiet room, you are still resting deeply, still held, still safe, still warm, still exactly where you need to be. The night is very long, and you have all of it still to sink into, deeper, 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 warmer, 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 held, held, held. Breathe in slowly and out. Breathe in slowly and out. There's nothing more to do. There's nothing more to think about. There's nothing more to hear. Only this deep, ancient, peaceful darkness. Only this warm, tender kindness holding you. Only this ancient love. Only this. Only this. Only this. Sleep well, sleepy soul. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Somewhere the ancient stars are turning slowly across the ancient sky. Somewhere the ancient moon is sinking slowly toward the ancient horizon. Somewhere the pre-dawn hush is beginning very softly. Somewhere very, very far away. But not here. Not tonight. Not yet. Tonight there is only the deep, peaceful, ancient darkness. Tonight there is only this warm, tender rest. Tonight there is only you. Held. Warm. Safe. Peaceful. Sleeping deeply. Just as ancient people have always slept. Just as sleepers everywhere have always been held. Just as you are held tonight. Rest peacefully. Rest deeply. Rest completely. Somewhere in the ancient valley, the ancient wind moves very softly through ancient barley fields. Somewhere in the ancient city, the ancient walls hold ancient sleepers gently. Somewhere in the ancient river, ancient reed boats drift peacefully on ancient currents. Somewhere the ancient earth is breathing slowly. Somewhere the ancient sky is holding endless ancient stars. Somewhere the ancient moon is keeping her ancient patient watch. And somewhere in your quiet room, you are sleeping. Peacefully, deeply, completely, held by the same ancient earth. Watched by the same ancient sky. Warmed by the same ancient love that has held all sleepers since the beginning. Nothing to fear. Nothing to solve. Nothing to hold. Nothing to remember. Only this. Only this. Only this. Sleep well. Sleep well. Sleep well. Enlil-bani will wake at first light tomorrow. He will rise slowly from his warm wool blanket. He will kiss his sleeping wife's forehead gently. He will walk out into the courtyard. He will breathe in the cool pre-dawn air. He will look up at the fading stars. He will watch the eastern horizon begin to lighten softly. He will feel the first gentle warmth of the coming Sumerian day. And he will walk slowly back to the great ziggurat. He will sit in his small workroom. He will prepare a fresh clay tablet. He will take out his reed stylus. And he will begin his careful ancient work again. Slowly, peacefully, endlessly. Just as he has done every day for 40 years. Just as his people have done for thousands of years. Just as sleepers everywhere will rise tomorrow to their own careful ancient work. But not you. Not tonight. Tonight there is only sleep. Only rest. Only warm, ancient peace. Only this deep, tender, ancient darkness holding you. Sleep well, sleepy soul. Sleep peacefully. Sleep deeply. Somewhere the ancient world holds ancient sleepers. Somewhere the ancient stars keep ancient watch. Somewhere the ancient moon shines ancient silver. And somewhere in your quiet room, you rest, warm, safe, held, loved, perfectly at peace. The night is very long, and you have all of it still in front of you, to sink into deeply, to rest in completely, to be held by kindly. Let go now. Let the last thoughts drift softly away, like ancient clay dust settling gently, like ancient river ripples smoothing quietly. like ancient smoke rising softly into the peaceful ancient sky. Endless, peaceful, just being what they are, held by the same eternal kindness that has always held all sleepers everywhere, since the very beginning, since before the very beginning. Rest peacefully, rest deeply, rest completely. Somewhere Enlil-bani sleeps peacefully, somewhere his wife sleeps peacefully, somewhere their grandchildren sleep peacefully, somewhere the whole ancient city sleeps peacefully, somewhere the whole ancient world sleeps peacefully, and somewhere in your quiet room you sleep peacefully, held by the same ancient tender night, watched by the same peaceful ancient stars, loved by the same eternal kindness. Sweet dreams, peaceful night, deep rest, everything you need, nothing you don't, only this, only this, only this. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. Breathe in slowly and out. Breathe in slowly and out. Nothing more to do, nothing more to think, nothing more to hold. Only this endless, tender, ancient love, watching over you, holding you, warming you, loving you, now, always, forever. Rest peacefully, rest deeply, rest completely. The stars are watching. The ancient moon shines silver. The ancient earth breathes peacefully. Everything is safe. Everything is warm. Everything is held. Sleep well, sleepy soul. Peaceful, ancient night. Deep, tender rest. Endless, kind darkness. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams, sweet dreams. The night is very long, and you have all of it still in front of you, to sink into, to rest in, to be held by. There is nothing more to do. There is nothing more to think about. There is nothing more to remember. Only this ancient, peaceful darkness. Only this endless, tender kindness. Only this soft, ancient love holding you completely. The ancient world holds you. The ancient sky watches you. The ancient stars keep watch. Ancient peace surrounds you. Ancient love warms you. Ancient kindness holds you. Sleep well. Sleep well. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Peaceful night. Deep rest. God bless you. Ancient stars watch over you. Somewhere in the ancient city of the old scribe Enlil-bani sleeps peacefully with his family. The mud brick walls hold them gently. The ancient stars keep watch over the peaceful valley and over you. Everything is exactly as it should be. You are safe. You are warm. Ancient Sumer has held you. Sleep peacefully, sleepy soul. Sleep well. Rest now, rest now, rest now. The ancient world is at peace. The ancient stars are at watch. The ancient earth breathes slowly beneath you. The ancient sky holds gently above you. And you are held, warm, safe, peaceful, complete. Somewhere the wind still moves softly through the ancient fig tree. Somewhere the ancient river still flows gently. Somewhere the ancient ziggurat still stands quietly against the deep night sky. Somewhere Ninkala still sleeps peacefully beside her husband. Somewhere the grandchildren still breathe softly in the next room. And somewhere in your quiet room, you continue to rest deeply. Nothing to do, nothing to remember, nothing to solve. Only this warm blanket, only this soft pillow, only this quiet room, only this endless, tender, ancient darkness, only this eternal loving kindness. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. The night is very long, and you have all of it to sink into deeply, to rest in completely, to be held by kindly, breathing slowly, peacefully, endlessly, held gently, warmed peacefully, watched over kindly, just as ancient sleepers have always been held, just as sleepers everywhere are always held, just as you are held tonight, wherever you are, whatever tired body you rest in, whatever weary heart you carry, You are safe. You are warm. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. Somewhere in the ancient city of Ur, the old scribe Enlil-bani sleeps peacefully with his family. The mud brick walls hold them gently. The ancient stars keep watch over the peaceful valley. And over you. Everything is exactly as it should be. You are safe. You are warm. Ancient Sumer has held you. Sleep peacefully, sleepy soul. Sleep well until morning.